Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at the brand new captain. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. Captain Sentos returns to celebrate some major Warhammer store milestones. There are few places as wonderful as a Warhammer store, each one run by a friendly and knowledgeable staff ready to help sort your Vindicators from your Vindicators. They'll give you painting tips, introduce you to games, and advise you in the next steps for every project. And there are even collectible coins and more to get your hands on. Fun fact, we opened our 200th store in North America last week. We have passed 300 stores in the UK and Europe, with a growing presence everywhere else around the world. To celebrate these milestones, we brought back a venerable Captain Sentos. Alright, so we have a brand new model for Captain Sentos. So pretty cool right here. Obviously a super fancy base and tactical rock. He's got a power fist and bolter. He is of course Primaris scale. We see the old school style back banner. And then some nice little bits of armor adornments and a little cloak, as well as a tabard to go along with it. He's back better than ever, and his back banner is resplendent. As everyone knows, these are amongst the top 3 best things in all of Warhammer. So it makes sense he can also be built with or without a helmet. Alright, and then here we can see him from the back. So we can see he's got a pretty cool cloak. We've got like bullet shells all over the ground. Pretty basic bolter, but definitely a cool little pose with the strap hanging down. And then on the power fist hand, we can see some cool little designs as well. And then here we can see him with the helmet option. He's got the laurel on the helmet. Pretty cool model right here. Definitely not like absolutely amazing, just must have, but definitely a nice model nonetheless. The last time Captain Sentos showed up is 9 years ago to mark the 100th store in North America. He continues to cut the classic pose, as does another very specific Space Marine captain from all the way back in 1991, see below. And the heavy metal team has even preserved that famously vibrant red cloak and bolter. Perhaps you can even paint your new version just like the old one below, using warboss green for the base. Alright, so we can see Captain Sentos from 2016 on the right and the original Space Marine captain from 1991 on the left, although he is missing his original cloak, lost to the vagaries of time. Okay, so we can see like the evolution of this model over the years. Obviously very cool. They've kept like the standard pose. We can see like the super old derpy one where the helmet is like massive relative to the body size. Then we can see the one from 2016, which is not bad, proportions good, but still a mini marine. And then of course missing the cloak and no back banner on them. So the new one definitely just blows these out of the park. Definitely cool, definitely classic, but honestly just a little bit generic overall, but a cool little commemorative model to come out. We'll have more details on how to recruit Captain Sentos in due course, but he will be available during a worldwide celebration of Warhammer stores alongside plenty of other celebratory gear. He'll be available to our retail stores while stocks last. Stay tuned to Warhammer Community to find out what makes successful charge roll in your local store. So yeah, pretty cool, nice model. Definitely has like some cool details and some like nostalgic aspects to him, as he's basically a mock-up of like the old design, just kind of brought up to date. I do like the base and tactical rock, looks pretty good overall. And if we just jump over to the Warhammer web store, we can see like the standard captain. So here he is with the power sword and bolter. I gotta say, honestly, aside from the base itself, that this one is probably a little bit cooler. The pose on this one is pretty neat. I don't think there's like a massive differentiation one way or the other. So here we can see like the various different pose right here. Obviously like the cloak and everything. He doesn't have the back banner. He also has like weapon options in this case. A little bit fancier of a shoulder pad. But overall like just pretty standard captain. I think this one has like cooler head and helmet options. So yeah, a little bit fancier of a shoulder pad. A little more basic of a backpack with the iron halo on there. Here I really do like this head, especially for like an Ultramarines captain. You can see the details on like the bolter and everything. Then he does come with the bear head option as well. Different options for kitting out your gun. He can hold the power sword in one hand or have like the pointing finger. So pretty nice model. Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products, including miniatures, terrain, paint tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you. We also have the Company Heroes box set that came with like a unique captain in here as well. So again, pretty cool pose right here. Definitely like very similar. A little more like basic, I guess. He's again got the power sword and the bolter down to his side. A similar style. He's got a different style of tactical rock. He also has some various options like the pointing power fist and plasma pistol, the bear head option, etc. And then just jumping over to the Kill Team starter set, we have the captain that comes in there. This was originally one of the Space Marine Heroes models. Again, armed with the plasma pistol, kind of shooting forward, and then the power fist. We got a bear head, and then helmeted option also with the iron halo on the back. Cool tactical rock. So we definitely got some options for captains. I think all of them are cool in their own right. I think my favorite of the captains in Tacticus armor is probably the captain with Relic Shield. The one that previously came in the Indomitus box set with the dead Necron on his base. He's got like the super cool shield. And then the power sword. He's got like various different helmets, including one with like the face mask flipped up. I think this one is probably my favorite. Overall though, like definitely some nice captains to choose from. But this one just has always stood out to me as like the coolest one. Sort of like a Blade Guard style captain. But yeah, overall cool. Definitely lots of captains to choose from. Games Workshop has spoiled us for choice here. And that's just the ones in Tactics Armor. Obviously, we have a lot of other different captains. Unique captains like Marneus Calgar. Various different captains like the Phobos captains, Gravis, etc. So when it comes to Space Marines, more often than not, especially with the captains, we are definitely spoiled for choice. So let me know what you think of this returning captain with the new sculpt brought up to date. I think overall he's pretty cool. He definitely stands out with some nice details. I think he's got a really nice power fist. The back banner is cool and classic. The tactical rock stands out. All the commemorative series models, most of the commemorative series models Games Workshop has put out have like a nice unique pose to them or look or style. Especially if you're going to be running multiples in your army, it's always nice to have like a couple that look different instead of the same generic captain. So let me know what you think of Captain Sentos returning. Did you have any of the old ones from back in the day, or do you still have them? Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'll probably be picking up this dude, and I'm out of here.